volume check. Volume check. Okay, good evening everyone. I hope my voice is audible. Okay, if it is audible, you are able to hear me properly. Okay, please, what do you say, just post a reply here. Okay, we'll start the session immediately. Okay, we'll not wait for others. Okay, let them join slowly, but we can just start the session. I'll tell you what are all we are going to do in this session. Okay, so this is going to be a everyday session till 15th. All right, and what you say, on your holidays I will not be able, I mean I will not be taking the session, so don't worry about that. You enjoy your holidays, and during your holidays if you get a time, you can actually, what you say, prepare a little bit. Okay, so that is what has been planned. So let us see how it goes for us. All right. So we'll start the session now. First of all, as you have already applied for TCS NQT 2024, and if you have not applied, please immediately, okay, you go and apply for that job. Not now, after this session at least. Okay, because if you are not applying and if it is too late because of server issues or whatever issues, okay, if you are losing it out, it will be a huge loss for you guys. Okay, please don't do that. First of all, you apply it very well. Okay, that is very important. That is the first step. All right. And okay, so let's see. So if you are attending any drive, the first thing which is important is what is the pattern. Okay, knowing the pattern can actually, what you say, increase the chances of you getting selected. Okay, so the first step is knowing the pattern. Second step is to know what kind of questions have come in the last year or nearby. Okay, if there is a drive which has happened for TCS few months back in any other college, okay, or what you say, in their campus, whatever it is, if there is a hint of questions, okay, which is possible for us to get, if we can prepare for those questions, okay, it will help us a lot. And first thing we will understand is the level of the questions. Okay, so let's see how it goes for us. So we'll start. If we talk about the pattern, okay, so this is the pattern that you can see. So there are two parts in TCS NQT, okay, which is named as part A and part B, right? So they have named it as part A and part B, which is foundation section and advanced section. Now when they call it as foundation section, that you can understand that the questions are going to be relatively easier. Okay, I wouldn't say that they are very easy, but then relatively they are going to be easier. And these questions are designed in such a way that even an average student are able to solve it. Okay, average student in aptitude. I'm not talking about the subjects. See, subjects and aptitude are completely different things. Okay, if you are very good with subjects, it's not necessary that you have to be good with aptitude. If you are what you say, not good with subjects, it's not necessary you are bad with aptitude also. So it depends already. Okay, so if an average student, okay, is solving this paper, he should be able to clear. That is how this particular paper is designed. And there is part B, which is an advanced section. Okay, now this is called advanced section for two reasons. One, because the questions which are asked here for quants and logical are bit tougher. Okay, I would call it as little lengthy also, more formula based, and what you say, to be specific, it is pure mathematical kind of a question. Okay, now when it comes to the second part of this part B, okay, you have to do coding also, which makes it a little more tougher, because not only quants, logical and verbal, now you have to know technical part also. So that makes it a little tougher, and that's why they have called it as advanced section. Okay, so this is about what you say, the sections. Okay, now in this foundation section there are three what you say, parts. Okay, which is numerical ability, we call it as quants, reasoning ability, which is logical, and verbal ability, you can understand that it is English. Okay, now for English, 25 questions are given and 25 minutes are there. That means each question you have to complete it in only 1 minute. Okay, now for reasoning and numerical ability, which is quants, okay, questions are less and the time is more. So basically you are getting more than 1 minute, which is actually needed. Okay, when you are doing quants and logical questions, you actually need time. And you have to understand one more thing. See, it's not that you have to do all the 20 questions, right, to clear. Okay, so if your cutoff is somewhere like 60 to always the cutoff is going to be 60 to 70%. Okay, for any drive, it is not going to cross 70%. It will not be less than 60%. Yes, some of the what you say, companies do accept less than 60% also, maybe they have 50%, but most of the drives it would never cross 70%. Okay, so even if it is 70%, out of 20 questions you need to solve 14 questions, right? You need to solve 14 questions. You have to see that in this these 14 questions you have to solve in 25 minutes. So almost you are getting 2 minutes for a question. It is not like it is just 1 minute, it is two questions, 2 minutes for a question. So it is relatively easy if you can think about it. Okay, the same thing goes for reasoning also, and the same thing goes for verbal also. It's not that you have to solve all the questions. Maybe in this 25 questions, if you are able to solve 18 questions, okay, you must be able to clear it comfortably. Okay, that's how it is given. Now it is not necessary it should be 70%. Okay, there are different sections to it. I will explain you all those sections, how many marks you need to get, what could be the cutoff and all. But as of now, this is the time and these are the sections which you can get, right? All right. So if you go for this flow, okay, so TCS NQT into two parts. One is foundation and one is advanced. What you say, you guys have to write both the parts, okay, part A and part B, right? Even if you are not performing part B well, but still you need to write part B definitely. All right, so that is one thing which you need to understand. Okay, it is the same thing which I explained. Okay, so let me explain you a few more things, right? So till now whatever I explained, can you please let me know if you guys have understood that? आप लोगों को समझ में आया है कि नहीं? Can you please let me know? All right, I will just proceed further. So that I at least understand that matlab, your presence is there. Okay, that's what I need to understand more than anything. All right. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So this TCS NQT, okay, is divided into three job roles. Okay. So they have named it as Prime, Digital, and Ninja. Okay, so these are the three what you say job roles we can call it as. Okay, now how do you get into this? Now let's say you guys are writing part A and part B. Okay, you guys are writing part A and part B, and let's say you guys have written part A very well. Okay, you guys have written part A very well and you qualified here. Okay, and part B also you qualified, okay, with an accuracy of 90 percentage or more. Okay, with an accuracy of 90 percentage or more. When I say 90 percentage of or more, I am actually referring to what you say, um, um, coding part. Okay, so if your code, okay, has passed 90 percentage of the test cases, okay, if your code is right by more than 90 percentage, okay, then you can say, and you have qualified the part A also, then you can definitely say that you can what you say go for an interview for prime role, okay, which gives you a package of 9 LPA. Okay, now when will this happen? If you have qualified part A and part B also with 90 percentage accuracy. All right, now let's say you qualified part A and you qualified part B with 60% accuracy, or what you say, more than 60% accuracy, then you are eligible to give an interview for digital role, okay, which will fetch you package of 7 LPA, right? Now let's say you didn't clear this coding part at all, आपको coding आता नहीं, you don't know coding at all, okay, but then you are very good with aptitude and part A you have done very well. Part A you guys did very well, okay, and you qualified in part A, okay, then you are eligible for Ninja role, okay, which will be 3.36 LPA. Okay, now all this what you say packages are included with 60k bonus. Okay, you will also get a bonus of 60k, 60,000 rupees. Okay, that is for your relocation. Okay, you have to pay some advances somewhere, you are traveling and all, for all those things. Okay, so TCS is a very good company, they take care of their employees very well. Okay, so all these perks are definitely there. So these are the three kinds of packages you would get, and this is how the packages are given. Okay, now let's say what will happen, you go for prime. Okay, prime interview, and you see that your prime interview was what you say very tough. Definitely it is going to be tough because आप 9 lakhs package के लिए you are giving the interview. So definitely that is going to be tough. Okay, and let's say you didn't clear prime role. Okay, so let's say they have a band, मतलब three bands are there. They say your interview was excellent. Okay, your interview was good. Okay, your interview was average or bad, let's say not very good. Okay, now definitely somebody who has cleared prime, okay, is not going to be bad, at least he is going to be average. So we will just remove that. Okay, ये bad हम लोग निकाल ही देते. I would say your interview was average, maybe because of your communication skills, or maybe because you were not able to express what you wanted. Okay, so they said that okay, this guy is not excellent, but this guy is good. Okay, or let's say, let's consider you are excellent. Okay, prime interview ko you went and you are excellent, so you will be given 9 lakhs package, and this is your role. Now let's say your interview was not good, not excellent, but it was good. So they will not what you say that ki aap log reject ho gaye, you can go. Instead of giving prime, they will say okay, you just take digital. Okay, you can take digital. Okay, and you will get 7 LPA, right? And let's say it was not good, but it was okay. Okay, fine, you were technically good, but you were not able to express and all. Okay, but still you have cleared prime written round. Okay, so they cannot leave you just like that. You will be given the offer for ninja for sure. आपको निंजा का डेफिनेटली ऑफर मिल जाएगा. Okay, so if you are clearing prime, that is the advantage that you will have, that even if your interview goes very bad, okay, you will be offered for ninja role. All right, now let's say you have cleared part B with 60 percentage and more. Okay, 60 percentage or more. Okay, and now you are giving an interview for digital, and your interview becomes excellent. Okay, you will be given 7 LPA. And let's say your interview was not excellent, it was good, then you will be given ninja. Okay, now in this case it is not necessary that definitely you will be given ninja. You have to at least perform something, otherwise you will not be given. If you were excellent, 7 lakhs package. If you were not excellent but good, then it will be 3.36 LPA. Now when you are going for ninja, okay, definitely they are not going to expect great technical skills from you, that one thing you understand. But then even though they are not expecting great technical skills, they would see your other skills like communication skills and little bit of your logical skills, how you try to answer the questions. Okay, whether you would fit into the company or not. Okay, whether you understand little cultural things and all, ऐसा सब चीज़ें वो आपसे पूछेंगे, and you just have to answer them. That's how it is, guys. Okay, I hope I am clear here. Okay, so this is about the pattern and the packages you can get, and how you are, how what you say, the roles will be offered to you. Okay, I hope there are no doubts, but if you have any doubt, please you can text here, and if you have no doubts, okay, please what you say, text that it is clear. Okay, comment that it is clear if you have no doubts. All right. Okay, so we can just proceed to the next what you say, proceed to the questions actually. Okay, because we have understood all these things, हम लोग अब questions के लिए जा सकते हैं. Now we will in our sessions, okay, we will mostly concentrate on part A. Okay, not that we will not what you say concentrate on part B. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will give you some what you say materials for part B, like how what are the questions that you need to uh, study, what are the questions that you need to practice. Okay, which type of questions would be asked for the coding, okay, coding part. Okay, I am not a technical trainer, so I may not be able to help you a lot, but then I would try to get the questions and give you. Okay, and last 2 or 3 sessions I will see that somehow I mean there are many technical friends for me, okay, who take technical classes, so I can connect to 2 or 3 trainers so that they are taking some sessions here. Okay, so that's what maximum I can do with technical, but mostly we will see that we are first clearing the part A. Okay, and part B, the advanced quants and logical also we are clearing. Okay, coding part I will help you indirectly. Okay, I will try to give you some questions and all, but directly I will not promise. All right, so let's see. So today we will start with quantitative aptitude. Okay, so as you have seen quantitative aptitude, the total number of questions and all you have seen. This time the pattern has changed. Okay, this time it is 20 questions, okay, which you get from quants, but last time it was 26 questions. Okay, and there were totally 8 what you say slots given last time. Okay, total 8 slots were given. Out of those 8 slots I have got questions of 5 slots completely. Okay, मेरे पास 5 slots के questions completely है. So uh, we will what you say prepare all these 5 slots. Okay, in the next few days ये 5 slot हम लोग अच्छे से prepare करेंगे. Okay, so that is what is our plan. So let's see how it goes for us, right? Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, and one more thing which I need to tell you is uh, calculators. Okay, calculators are allowed for TCS. Not that you manually take the calculators, but then the calculators which are given on the platform itself. Okay, so TCS का जो भी platform है, Ion platform है, in that on that platform only, I think in the right corner, it may change. Okay, you don't think that it is fixed and all. It may change in the right corner. Okay, towards upper side, there is a calculator symbol. Okay, so you can just go for calculations there. Now, why am I telling here is TCS questions are actually calculative. They are calculative. It is very difficult for you to solve the questions without calculator. Okay, it will take a lot of time for you because most of the questions are what you say decimal based also. Okay, so make sure that you know how to handle the calculator when it is on the screen. Okay, when it is given in your hand, I know that you guys are good because as a engineering students 4 years you must have used your scientific calculators. Even if you have not used, definitely you can do it if it is manual calculators, but when it is calculators on the screen, yeah, you just need to be little careful, right? uh, uh, about how to use those. Okay, you need to be little quick. Okay, all those things are there, तो थोड़ा बहुत practice कर लेना. You just randomly open your calculator and try to do it. Okay, that is fine. So what you say, I would suggest you that you keep your calculators also with you. Okay, while the sessions are happening. Okay, because see, questions should be aptitude questions should be solved in two different ways. One when calculators are given, one when calculators are not given. All right. See, if somebody tells me that what you say out of 100, okay, out of 100 every year 20% is decreasing. Out of 100 every year 20 percentage is decreasing. So after 2 years what will happen? After 2 years what will happen? So if I don't have calculator, what I will do is I will find what is 20% of this. Out of out of 100, 20 percentage is 20. So after first year 20 will decrease and this value will become 80. Now after first year my value from 100 it became 80. Now second year also 20% will increase. Now 10 percentage is 8, then 20 percentage is 16. So if 16 decreases, my value will become 64. Okay, so now after 2 years my value is 64. Now if they say 20 percentage will further reduce third year also, let's say 10 percentage is 6.4, 20 percentage is 12.8. So I would say 12.8 is reduced. So this becomes 1.2, or I would say 51.2. So now my value is 51.2. All right. Now, if I say that what you say, calculators are given, will I do all these things? I will not do all these things. What I will do is, from 100, okay, out of 100, I will multiply 0.8, okay, so that it becomes automatically 80. 20 percentage is reduced. Okay, now this has to happen three times, right? So I will multiply this 100 with 0.8 into 0.8 into 0.8. Okay, if I have scientific calculator, I will directly multiply it with 100 into 0.8 whole cube. Okay, so when I do this, I will directly get my answer to be 51.2, because out of this 80% is reducing, out of this 80% is reducing, out of this 80% is reducing. So when calculators are there, you have to solve the questions differently. When calculators are not there, you need to solve the questions logically. Okay, and you have to understand, if you try to just solve TCS questions logically, okay, you will take a lot of time. बहुत टाइम लेगा आप लोगों को. Okay, so you need to take as though aptitude is very logical, you need to take more help of some formulas. Okay, what you say, the extra tip tricks का आपको what you say use लेना पड़ेगा. You have to take the help. Okay, so all these things are there. We will learn all those things. Okay, हम लोगों को क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, how to approach these questions, all those things we will see, right? uh, TCS drive, or I would say the TCS question paper is completely different from the other question papers. Okay, because they have the elements which other what you say question papers doesn't have. Okay, वो एक चीज आप लोग अच्छे से याद रख लो. So these questions, okay, when you are solving, automatically after solving 5 models, okay, you will not even understand that you have actually prepared very well for TCS. Okay, so that should be our target. Okay, don't lose your motivation in between. कहीं पर भी motivation lose नहीं होना है. Okay, so let's see. Right. Today I will go a little bit slow when I am solving the questions. Okay, today and tomorrow I'll go little slow. In fact, the first paper I will go a little slow. I may take 3 to 4 days to complete the first paper. After that, every paper I will complete it in 2 days only. Okay, so you need not worry about कि slow जा रहा है, fast जा रहा है and all. If it is something very fast you are not able to understand, let me know. Okay, मैं आपको अच्छे से explain करेगा. Okay, right. Fine. So let's go for the next. Let's solve questions then. Okay. The first question. Okay. Sometimes TCS questions may look a little impossible. Okay. So don't worry about that. Okay. Whenever it is something you feel that ऐसे questions तो solve ही नहीं होंगे. It is all about practice. TCS का एक दो तीन मॉडल कर लो. You start solving 2 3 models of TCS. After that you will find that you are actually knowing how to solve these questions. Okay, even though the questions are different. Okay, so that is little magical which you will not understand until and unless you experience it. All right. Try to solve it. I will give you 1 minute. There are no charges applied for the exam. Okay, NQT there is no charge. Okay, this 2024 there is no charge. The last date is 5th. The last date is 5th, which is tomorrow only. So you just register, don't delay it. It is for 2024 pass out students. Okay, just remember that. 2023 pass out students, they can apply for exams where you have to pay actually. Okay, next month also it is there. I think May 15th, I think the exam is there. Okay, for you, you can pay and practice it. And it's not about just practice. If you are getting a good marks there, okay, those marks will be there in the what you say TCS portal. And whenever drives are happening, okay, what you say, they would directly send you for interview invites for you. Okay, so that's how it would help you. Right, so let's try to solve it. Okay, now when it comes to TCS, they play a lot with numbers. Okay, and see, there are certain things which I tell the students that they should know. Okay, basic things. See, even though aptitude is very logical, there are certain things which you definitely have to understand, right? uh, for example, no one should tell you what is a plus b whole square formula, right? No one should tell you what is a plus b whole cube formula. Okay, no one should tell you that you should learn a plus b plus c whole square formula. Okay, no one should tell you what you say, what sum of n terms. Okay, some of the squares of the n terms. Okay, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, squares of the first 20 numbers. Okay, inka squares, cubes of the first 10 numbers. Okay, these are all basics. Okay, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Then only you will be able to solve the questions more effectively. Okay, so in that way only, this question is completely dependent upon the basics. Here what is given? Okay, a plus b plus c whole square, the ratio is asked with a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Okay, that's what is asked. हमारे पास क्या है देखते हैं. We know what is ab plus bc plus ca, and we know what is a square plus b square plus c square. Now if we see this, if we want to know what is this value, okay, हम इसको extend करके या expand करके देख सकते हैं. We can just expand and see a plus b plus c whole square formula, right, which is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus, okay, 2ab, okay, plus 2bc plus 2ca, right? This is what we can say. Now here, यहाँ पे a square plus b square plus c square value is already given. So instead of this, I can write it as 138 plus, okay, now AB plus BC plus CA is also given. So I can just write it as 2 times of AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, so which I can write it as 138 plus 2 times of 131. Okay, so 138 plus 262. Okay, which is equal to 400. So A plus B plus C whole square is equal to 400. Okay, so this value I got. Now what about a cube plus b cube plus c cube? Okay, now this is something which is not very common, लेकिन ये formula आपको पता तो होना चाहिए था. Okay, this formula you must know. It's not a very what you say used formula. Okay, but if you were in 9th class, 10th class and all, this formula was used a lot. Okay, if you remember or not. So a cube plus b cube plus c क्यूब का डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला तो नहीं है, बट a क्यूब प्लस b क्यूब माइनस 3abc. ओके, देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला फॉर दिस. इनफैक्ट इसको उधर भेज दिया तो होगा, बट this formula is represented like this. Okay, this formula is represented as a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, okay, is equal to a plus b plus c wholes into a square plus b square plus c square minus of ab plus bc plus ca. This is how it is represented, right? Now a cube plus b cube plus c cube तो आपको पता करना है. That's what you need to know. Okay, now 3 abc, you know what is abc. So 3 abc will become what do you say, 840. Okay, it will become 840 is equal to, what is a plus b plus c? A plus b plus c, a plus b plus c whole square formula is for 400. So a plus b plus c is equal to 20. 20 into, okay, a square plus b square plus c square, which is equal to 138 minus ab plus bc plus ca, which is 131. Okay, so this becomes a cube plus b cube plus c cube, it is equal to, हम इसको इधर ला देते हैं, so this will become 7 into 20, 140, 140 plus 840, which will become 980. So now we know that this is equal to 400 and this is equal to 980. Okay, so किससे कटेगा ये by 2, which is 20 is to 49. This should be the answer. Now in this question only one difficulty I will find is if you don't remember this formula, if you don't know this formula. See, but seeing this you should be able to remember a cube, b cube, c cube. Okay, referring to that, is there any formula? This is a common formula referring to that one. Okay, if you don't know this, maybe this question you will not be able to solve, right? So this could be one formula which would bother you a little bit, but you do get questions like this, so it's okay. Okay, no problem. And don't get discouraged by the first question itself, always. Okay, always remember the first question is the most difficult question. Even if it is easy, even if it is easy, it is going to be the most difficult question. Okay, so don't worry about that, right? If you know, it's fine. If you don't know, it's fine, no problem at all. Okay, I'll give you just 10 seconds to write it. आप एक 10 seconds लेके लिख लो. And yeah, it's not necessary that you take down the questions actually, but because if you want to write the answers, okay, fine, you can take down, there is no problem. But I will anyways give you the, what you say, PPT. Okay, I'll put it in the description actually, there is no problem. But then because you have to write the answers, I am giving you some time. All right, today and tomorrow we will go a little slow, थोड़ा थोड़ा slow हम लोग करेंगे, कोई problem नहीं है. Okay, but eventually we will try to increase our pace. Okay, once you complete 2 question papers, okay, you will only tell me that you are finding the questions lot easier. Okay, that is what I want to hear from you guys. Okay, so whoever there's 80 to 100 students who are joining, okay, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow it may increase. Okay, if it is increasing, it is fine, no problem. नहीं हो रहा है तो भी ठीक है, but whoever are here 80 to 100 students, you should tell me after 2 papers ki okay, these questions we can solve. Okay, somebody is asking about recording. Okay, what is recording? This one anyways, it will be in the YouTube, there is no problem. Okay, this particular video will be in the YouTube, so कोई problem नहीं है. Okay, you can access it anytime you want. All right, so we will go for the next question. I'll just go for the next question. This question must be easy for you. Okay, ये तो बस एक मिनट भी नहीं लेना चाहिए. See, that is what is the best thing. Some of the questions will not even take 20-30 seconds, where you can save a lot of time for difficult questions. All right, so solve it. I'll give you 1 minute for this. Try to give the answers here. Okay, try to give the answers. right? Okay, now this must be easy. Now you must know the divisibility rules. Okay, uh, for the numbers at least from 1 to 11, 1 to 11, 1 to 12 be easy. Okay, you can make your own divisibility rules actually. So for 11, what is the divisibility rule? For 11, the divisibility rule is when you add the alternative digits, okay, alternative digits, that is 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 4, it is going to be 11. Okay, these are the sum of alternative digits in the odd positions. What about even positions? Add the alternative digits. 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 7 20, 20 plus 2 22. Okay, and see the difference between them. Okay, the difference between them is 11. So if the difference between the alternate sum of alternative digits, okay, of odd positions and even positions is 11 or multiple of 11, because here it is 11, it is fine. Sometimes there is a possibility here it is 44 and here it is 66. Now the difference is how much? 22. This is also multiple of 11. So we can say that this number is divisible by 11. So it is divisible by 11. Okay. So you have to add the digits in the alternative positions. Okay. Odd positions and even positions. Compare it. If it is multiple of 11, sometimes it can be 0 also. If it is 0, okay, let's say this is also 22, this is also 22. Now difference is 0, it is same. Okay, no difference at all. Then also it is divisible by 11. Okay, so this rule of 11 everyone has to remember. Okay, now what about divisibility rule of 9? Divisibility rule of 9 is sum of the digits must be divisible by 9. Sum of the digits must be divisible by 9. Now don't waste your time, because already you have calculated odd positions sum and even position sum. Just add these two. Okay, when you add these two, you will get 33. 33 is not divisible by 9. 33 is not divisible by 9. So I can say it is not divisible by 9. Divisibility rule of 9 is sum of the digits must be divisible by 9. यहाँ पे divisible नहीं हो रहा है. So I can say it is not divisible by 9. What about 12? Divisibility rule of 12 is the number must be divisible by both 4 and 3. Okay, if the number is both divisible by 3 and 4, then it is divisible by 12. Okay, of course, what is the divisibility rule of 3? Sum of the numbers must be divisible by 3. इन दोनों को ऐड करें तो 33 आएगा. It is divisible by 3. Okay, but we should also check if it is divisible by 4. Divisibility rule of 4 is last two digits. Okay, last two digits must be divisible by 4. Last two digits must be divisible by 4. 42 is not divisible by 4. So I can say that 11 is divisible, 9 is not divisible, and 12 is also not divisible. So D is your answer. I can say D is your answer. Okay, very good. Excellent. So we'll go for the next question. Okay, solve it. And remember, you guys have calculators. Okay, you guys have the help of calculators. So don't think these questions are tough actually. Okay, these are calculative. थोड़ा बहुत calculative है. Okay, seeing those questions, that psychological fear would come कि अरे ये क्या है बोल के. So but don't worry about it. You guys have tools in your hand. these are the questions from slot 1, 12th September. Okay. All right. So how do we solve this? Okay. So if you have calculators, this is what you can do, which is 0.7 whole cube plus 0.3 whole cube. Okay. Plus 0.3 into 0.7 into 3. Okay. So divided by, see, seeing this only I can understand. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, because 7 threes are 21. Okay, 2ab. 21 into 2, it will be 42. So it is actually, which you can directly write it as, okay, 0.7 plus 0.3 whole square. Okay, which you can write. If you cannot write, you just calculate it manually. Okay, आप manually calculate कर सकते हो उसको, right? Okay, so just write the values for this. So 0.7 into 0.7 into 0.7, uh, what you say, logically also you can do it, because 7 into 7 into 7 is 343. So because there are three zeros which you will get, it is 0.343, right? The same thing goes for this also. Okay, 3 into 3 into 3 is 27, but because you need to put three zeros points here, it is 0.027. Okay, from the calculator also you can solve it. Okay, plus 0 point, it will be 7 uh, 3s are 21, 3s are 63, 0.63 it would be, right? So if you add all of them, okay, if you add all of them, I am very sure you will get it as 1. Okay, and this also 0.7 plus 0.3, it is 1 square. So this is also 1 by 1. I can say the whole answer is 1. It's It is option A. Right, for people who are not technically very sound, okay, जो technically अच्छे नहीं है, it's a good opportunity for you guys, because even if you are not doing technical well, okay, you can still crack this particular exam. आप ये एग्ज़ाम अच्छे से क्रैक कर सकते हो, even if you are not doing very well technically, right? तो not that you just leave it like that, okay, ऐसे ही मत छोड़ो, you try your best, okay, but if it is not happening, it is a great chance for you to at least get into a good company, अच्छा company है. TCS takes care of their employees very well, and the growth is also good. All right, so we'll go for the next question. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, let's see. In an examination, 62% candidates passed in physics and 60% candidates passed in mathematics. If 37% candidates passed in both these subjects, what percent of the candidates failed in both the subjects? Okay. Now this is a concept based on question based on the concept Venn diagrams, right? And this is a easier question. Okay. TCS do give many easier questions. Okay, that one thing you understand. It is designed in such a way that the average student must be able to crack the exam. Okay, so go with that motivation. All right. So if I go with this, 62 percentage passed physics. Okay, and 60 percentage has passed mathematics. This is physics and this is mathematics, and 37 percentage has passed both, right? 37 percentage has passed both. Now totally this is 62, right? Totally this is 62. Okay, so totally this is 62. So if I have to talk only about this one, okay, how much it would be equal to? This would be equal to how much? Totally this is 62. All right, so if I take out 37 from this, how much you will get? uh, 25, right? So this should be 25. Now totally this is 37. Okay, so this should be equal to 23, right? So totally this is 60. Okay, so this is 23, this is 37, totally it is 60. Now how many candidates failed? So if we add everyone who passed, okay, he passed only in physics, he passed only in mathematics, and he passed in both physics and mathematics. Okay, so I can say that when I add these two and these three, okay, so 37 plus 23, it is 60 plus 25, 85. 85 percentage has overall passed. Okay, that means the remaining 15 percentage has failed. Actually this question need not be done in this way. What you can do is directly see, 62 percentage has passed in physics, they are saying. Okay, 60 has passed in mathematics, they are saying. Okay, so add these two, you will get 122 percentage, which is not possible because it is coming this much because 37 percentage are in both, so there is a duplicate, right? 37 percentage दोनों में है, तो ये 37 percentage you have to remove. Okay, so when you remove, the pass percentage will actually become 85 percentage, so the remaining 15 percentage is failed. So the remaining 15 percentage has to be failed. All right, I hope everyone are getting it. Guys, are you understanding the questions answers ये आपको समझ में आ रहा है? Are you facing any difficulty? Please let me know. Okay, um, I don't have much experience taking this YouTube sessions, so here and there little bit what you say difficulty हो रहा है. Okay, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will be completely set. All right, so you just let me know, guys, if you guys are able to understand everything or you are facing any problem. You just let me know. All right, okay, so we can just go for the next question. If price of petrol increases by 35% and Rajesh intends to spend only an additional 25 percentage on petrol, by how much percentage will he reduce the quantity of petrol purchased? Okay, try to get this one. Try to solve it. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, so let's see. The price of the petrol increased by 35%. Let's say initial price, okay, let's say initial price, it is equal to 100. Okay, let's say it is 100. Now when it is increased, so let's say increased price will be equal to 135 because 35 percentage is increased. So how much this Rajesh must pay? He must pay 35 percentage more only, which is 135. But he just want to pay 25 percentage extra. तो ऐसा तो कोई पेट्रोल नहीं देगा ना. Nobody will give him petrol, no. Okay, because he wants to pay 25 extra doesn't mean that he will get. So what the option they would give is, okay, you take 125 rupees petrol only, but Rajesh wants to pay how much? Rajesh wants to pay, okay, only 25% extra, which is 125 rupees. Okay, so they will say, okay, you pay 125 only, but that 10 rupees petrol you will not get. Now petrol is 135 rupees, you want to pay 125 only. That 10 rupees petrol which you don't want to pay out of 135 rupees, we will not give. Right. So how much percentage will he reduce the quantity of petrol? Here he has to reduce the quantity so that, okay, that price is, what you say, he can just escape from that price. So what you need to do is, how much he doesn't want to pay, he has to reduce how much rupees. Here he has to reduce 10 rupees because he doesn't want to pay that extra 10 rupees. He need to reduce how much? He need to reduce 10 rupees. Okay, he need to reduce 10 rupees out of 135. He need to reduce to, 10 rupees, then only it will become 125. So 10 rupees is the reduction out of 135. 10 rupees is the reduction out of 135. Okay, that is what it is. And because I want percentage, it is into 100. It is into 100. So everyone, don't literally count it or manually count it. You just try to use the calculators. So 1000 divided by 135. Okay. Um, is getting only 7 percentage. Okay. What if I do 1000 divided by 125 at 8 percentage? Okay. The option here is wrong actually. Okay. Options यहाँ पे गलत है. Okay. You don't worry about it. Options are only wrong actually. So 1000 divided by 135, it should be 7.4 something like that. Okay, लेकिन वो option है ही नहीं यहाँ पे. So just don't worry about it. Okay, don't think that हम लोग गलत कर रहे हैं. There is nothing wrong in what we are doing. So it has to be some 7.4 percentage. Okay, which is not given here. Yeah, 8 percentage is fine. Okay, but that is not given in the options also, right? So okay, maybe some error in typing only, or else कोई कहीं पे error हुआ होगा. All right, no need to worry about it. I will just recheck it later on. Fine. If you have understood the concept, don't worry. Okay, so according to this question, answer is 10 divided by 135. Okay, out of 135, 10 has to be reduced into 100, which is equal to 7.4 percentage or 7.5 percentage approximately, you can consider. All right, so this should be the answer. Okay, so don't worry about the option. Sometimes options लेने में थोड़ा गलती हो सकता है. Right, we will see that later. Next one. Okay, so 20% apples from a cart are rotten and remaining apples are sold at 20 percentage discount. The seller gets 92% profit on the cost price of the whole cart. By what percentage above the cost price has the seller marked up the apples? All right. By what percentage above the cost price has the seller marked up the apples? Okay, so let's see. Now here 20 percentage from the cart. Okay, apples. So 20% apples from the cart are rotten. So if there are 100 apples, okay, let's say there are 100 apples. Okay, so out of this 100 apples, 20 apples are rotten. So I can say there are only 80 apples, right? Now, and the remaining apples are sold at 20% discount. So let's say each apple is 1 rupee. Let's say, okay, I'm just giving you an example. So 100 apples will be equal to 100 rupees. But out of those 100 rupees which I need to get, 20 rupees are already rotten. Okay, 20 rupees are already rotten. Now, out of this 20, if 20 are rotten, 80 are left out. Now, this 80 he is selling at a price of 20% discount. Okay, इसमें से अगर 20% निकालते हो, from this if you are removing 20%, 10 percentage is 8, right? 10 percentage is 8, then 20 percentage is 16. I hope you understand all this, right? 10 percentage is 8, okay, 20 percentage is 16. So if you remove 20 percentage which is discount, so you should actually get 64 percentage apples. You are actually selling 64 percentage apple. See, out of 100 you are 20 percentage are rotten. Okay, 20 percentage खराब हो गया. और बाकी 80 percentage में से भी out of those 80 percentage also 20 percentage you are giving a discount. So basically you are almost like you are selling 64 percentage of apples only. That much money only you should get. But the seller gets 92 percentage profit. That means if you have bought it for 100, if you have bought it for 100, you are getting 192. Okay, you are getting 192. Okay, on selling 64 percentage. आप 64 percentage ही sell कर रहे हो, but you are getting 192 because 92 percentage profit you got. That means if 100 rupees का खरीदा है, you are getting 100 plus 92 which is 192, right? Okay, so this 64% apple, okay, is equal to 192 percentage which you are selling. Now what is happening? By what percentage above the cost price has the seller marked up the apple? By what percentage above the cost price has the seller marked up the apples? So what you need to do is, if 60 percentage is equal to 192, then if it is 100 percentage, how much would it cost? How much would he mark it up? Okay, आप वो कितना mark करेगा? Okay, that's what if you find out, okay, you can say कि इसका कितना value है. Now, whenever you get this, I can say it is a cross multiplication. 64x is equal to 192 into 100. Okay, 64 goes 3 times, x will be equal to 300. X will be equal to 300. Now, if you have bought it for 100 rupees, let's say you bought it for 100 rupees and you have got 300 rupees, that means how much is the increase in the market price? The increase in the market price is 200 percentage. The answer is C, which is equal to 200 percentage. Okay, I hope every one of you are getting this one, right? Let me explain it to you once again. Let me explain it to you once again. Okay, see, let's say cost of 100 apples, what he bought it is 1 rupee per apple, let's say. Okay, uh, and out of which 20 are rotten, so remaining 80% only he has to sell. That 80% also, okay, that 80% also with a discount of 20% he is selling. That means actually if he sells at the cost price, he must get only 64 percentage of the money. But how much money he is getting actually? He is getting 92% profit. That means for 100 rupees, he is getting 192. For 100 rupees, he is getting 192. Just by selling this 64%, he is getting 192. But had he sold all the 100 percentage, had he sold all 100 percentage at market price without any discount, no discount, everything was fine, okay, had he sold it like that, what would have happened? What would have happened? He would, how much would it be? I will just take it as x. So 64x is equal to 192 into 100, right? So 64 goes 3 times, x will be equal to 300. So on buying it for 100, he is marking it as 300. He is buying it for 100 and marking it as 300. So how much percentage above cost price he is marking? He is marking 200 percentage more. Okay, 100 में खरीदा है, 300 मार्क कर रहा है. 100 is buying, 300 is marking. That means 200 percentage is marking above the cost price. Okay, now I hope that you guys have understood. Okay, if you guys have any problem, you just let me know. अगर इस calculation में any problem you are finding out, you just let me know. See, it's very simple. 100 rupees, 100 apples, let's say 20 are rotten, 80 rupees का ही apples है. That also he is giving a discount of 16%. That means he need to get 64% only, but because he has marked it up, he is getting 92 percentage more, which is 192 what you say price. Had he sold all the 100, okay, at market price only, all 100 apples at market price, he would have got 300. 100 he bought, 300 is the market price. That means 200 percentage more he has, what you say, 200 percentage more he has increased the uh, market price. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. If you're writing, please write it down. Yes, it is simple. Yeah, but just you need to understand कि वो क्या बोलना चाहता है. You just have to understand that. Okay, let's see. Next question. Okay, let's see how you guys will tackle this question. Remember, you guys have calculators with you. Okay, आपके पास calculators है, ये हमेशा याद रखो. And cross multiplication plays a very big role. Okay, when you are solving TCS questions, many questions will be based on cross multiplication. बहुत सारे questions रहेंगे. Okay, if calculators are not there, we will do it logically. हम लोग वो logical करके time save करेंगे. But calculators, when it is there, that logical मेथड वुड बी टाइम वेस्ट. ओके, तो हमें ये क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन करके जल्दी जल्दी सॉल्व करना है उसको. Selling an item at 5 by 6th of its market price results in a loss of 10%. What is the percentage of profit or loss if a discount of 5% is offered on the market price? All right. See, selling an item at 5 by 6th of the market price. Okay, let's say if market price is equal to 6. Okay, so selling it at 5 by 6, that means at 5 rupees. Okay, so market price is 6 rupees, and if you are selling it for 5 rupees, that means selling the item at 5/6 of the market price. 5 by 6th of this market price. That's how it means, right? Okay, so we will not take 5 rupees and 6 rupees because that decimal points will be more. So we will somewhere take either 500 or 50 rupees. Okay, so let's say if market price is equal to 60, let's say. Okay, that means selling the item at 5 by 6. So he is selling it for how much? 50 rupees, right? Okay, selling the item at 5 by 6th of the market price. 5 by 6th of this 60 will be equal to 50 rupees. Results in a loss of 10 percentage. Now let's say out of 100 percentage, if there is a loss of 10 percentage, okay, you guys tell me, if there is a loss of 10 percentage from 100 percentage, that means what is the percentage, at what percentage it is sold, कितना परसेंटेज में सोल्ड किया होगा. इफ out of 100 percentage there is a loss of 10 percentage, by how, at what percentage it is sold, it is obviously sold at 90 percentage. Okay, so I can just relate it like that. Okay, so what I will say is, what is given here, selling an item of 5 by 6th of the market price results in a loss of 90 percentage. By selling it for 50 rupees, he got a loss of 10 percentage. That means he sold it at 90 percentage. He sold it at 90 percentage. Okay, that is what I need to understand. He sold it at 90, that's why he got a loss of 10 percentage. All right, let's see. अगर ये 100 percentage, which is cost price. Now what is cost price? See, he sold at 10 percentage loss. Out of 100 percentage cost price, he sold at 10 percentage loss. That's why he sold it at 50 rupees. If he is selling at cost price, which is 100 percentage, what is that cost price? ये यहाँ पे actual cost price कितना है? What is 100 percentage? 90 percentage I know that it is 50. Then what is cost price, which is 100 percentage? So I can say x is equal to, just cross multiply. Okay, 100 into 50 divided by 90. As I told you, always try to use the calculators. You will get somewhere like 55.55. You will get somewhere like 55.55. This is the cost price. This is the cost price, right? Okay, this is the cost price. Okay, if a discount of 5 percentage is offered on the market price, then what is the profit or loss? See, cost price we got it as 55.55. Market price we know that it is 60. That's what we assumed. So if we give 5 percentage discount on it, okay, so discount is equal to 5 percentage. What is 5 percentage of 60? 5 percentage of 60 is equal to 3. 10 percentage is 6. 5 percentage will be equal to 3. So if there is a discount of 5 percentage, that means selling price here, okay, in this case will become 57. Selling price will become 57. So cost price is 55 and selling price is 57. Is it a profit or loss? First of all, it is a profit. You bought it as 55 and you sold it at 57. Now, how much is the profit? The difference between them is the profit. The difference between them is 1.45. That is the difference. This is the profit they got. This is the profit they got out of cost price. Always out of cost price. 55.55. Percentage चाहिए into 100. Now don't worry about big calculations. Just take your calculator and calculate it. Okay, ज़्यादा time waste नहीं करना है. 1.45 into 100, okay, divided by 55.55. You will get 2.6 percentage. You will get 2.6 percentage profit. That will be your answer. Yes, very good. Even if you have got it as 3 percentage profit, it is actually a small mistake. That's it. Okay, it's a small mistake. See, um, what you say, mistake could be something like this. Mistake could be because uh, you have taken this as 50 only, SP as 50 only. Okay, and because you told that this is 90 percentage, इसका cost price आप लोगों ने 10 percentage increase करके you made it as 55 and 57 is the what you say, um, selling price. You told 2 rupees is the profit out of 55 into 100. This could be the possibility and you got almost 3 percentage. Okay, but this is not the right way. आपको ऐसे नहीं लेना है. Okay, this is not the right way. Right, quickly I will explain it once again. I'll just explain this quickly. Understand that market price, if it is 60, okay, selling price is 5 by 6th of this. Selling price is equal to 50. Okay, uh, by selling it at 5 by 6th, they got 10% loss. If they have got 10% loss, that means it is sold for only 90%. So if I want cost price, I will just find out what is 100%. 90% I know. What is 100%? If I know, that means selling price, that cost price will be equal to, okay, 55.55. This is the cost price. Now what will be the profit or loss percentage if there is a discount of just 5% on the market price on this 60? If there is 5 percentage discount, okay, if there is discount of 5 percentage, okay, then it will be equal to 3 rupees, what do you say, it will get subtracted by 3 rupees, which is equal to 57. So how much is the profit percentage? Here the profit is 1.45 out of 55.55 into 100, which is equal to 2.6 percentage, which is equal to 2.6 percentage. All right, see, profit and loss questions you have to understand very well. It is not as simple as it looks. Okay, वो जैसे दिखता है वो उतना simple नहीं है. So you cannot directly do it. You have to understand some concepts of profit and loss. All right, as we are moving forward with this questions and all, okay, slowly आपको ये समझ में आ जाएगा. If you really want one session for profit and loss also, some I will take a session. There is no problem. Okay, next question. Okay, I hope it is done. Simple interest earned on a sum of rupees 3650 at some rate after 4 years is 584. Find the rate of interest. Okay, it's easy. It's easy. So I can say this is the sum, this is the principal. Now this is the interest they are getting for 4 years, right? So you just have to find per year how much it is. Okay, so 584, just divide it by 4. Okay, you will get it as 146. Okay, you will get approximately 146. Okay, this is per year. Now if this is the interest they are getting for 1 year on this principal, what is the rate of interest? Just do it as 146 is the interest out of 3650 into 100. 3650 into 100. As calculators are allowed in TCS, you can just go for use the calculators. Don't what you say manually do it. Okay, just make a habit that you are using the calculators. Okay, you will get it as 4 percentage. Okay, you will get it as 4 percentage. Fine. You can put PTR by 100. That formula you can put. Okay, that is also fine. PTR by 100 is equal to interest. 584 is equal to principal. Okay, into rate of interest is what we need to find out, and time is given as 4 years by 100. That also you can do. Okay, so R will be equal to 5840 divided by 365 into 4. If you do this, okay, आपको वो आंसर आ जाएगा 4 परसेंटेज आ जाएगा. ओके, बट आई फील दैट ये थोड़ा मेरे लिए ओके अकॉर्डिंग टू मी दिस इज लिटिल easier for me. Okay, if I just find what is 1 year interest, that is lot easier for me because I can directly put this value. Okay, हाँ. Now there are some people who are intelligent also. मतलब कुछ लोग हैं बहुत ज़्यादा intelligent है. What they will do is what you say, instead of doing all this 584, okay, they will find out 584 divided by 3650 into 100. Okay, they will get it as 16 percentage. वो लोग बाद में इसका by 4 करके they will get 4 percentage. Okay, that is also fine. Okay, that you will do it when you are really understanding the concepts completely. Okay, otherwise you may not get that idea, right? So they are directly doing what is the percentage. Okay, this is the interest they got for this sum. So what percentage they got? Actually 16 percentage, but 16 percentage is for 4 years. Per year how much they got? Divide by 4, which is 4 percentage. Okay, this is a lot easier. Yes. Okay, go for the next question. Today because we had the introduction, okay, too much of introduction, we actually did a little bit of we wasted a little bit, wasted नहीं, थोड़ा ज़्यादा time लिया है. Otherwise this 26 questions would have been completed. Okay, the first set of quants, 26 questions would have completed, but it's not a problem. Okay, we have time, we will see that we are covering it up very soon. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Okay, let's see. Now here A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4, right? And B is to C, B is to C is equal to 2 is to 3. Now here B is 4 and here B is 2. Now I cannot say A is to B is to C is 3 is to 4 is to 3 or 3 is to 2 is to 3 because B value is different. So one way is either convert this 4 into 2 or convert this 2 into 4. So which will be better? Converting this into 4 is better. So what I will do is I will multiply it by 2 so that this will, and if I am multiplying 2 here, here also I should multiply, right? So that ratio doesn't spoil. So this will become 4 is to 6. Now what about C is to D? Now here C I got it as 6. C is to D is equal to 1 is to 2. Now here C is 6, okay, and here it is 1. So convert this also into 6. So what I will get here is 6 is to 12. So now if I write what is A is to B is to C is to D, I will get A is 3, okay, B is 4, okay, C I got finally as 6 and D I got it as 12, right? Now A plus B plus C plus D, 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 6 13 plus 12 25, 25 divided by B plus D, B plus D, 4 plus 12 is 16, whole power 1 by 2. Whole power 1 by 2 means square root of 25 by 16. Okay, इसका मतलब होता है स्क्वायर रूट, स्क्वायर का 2 लगाए तो स्क्वायर है, 1 by 2 means square root. So this will become 5 by 4. This will become 5 by 4. So answer is 5 by 4. Answer is 5 by 4. Very good. Excellent. Okay, we will close the session for today. Okay, I hope it was a useful session only. And tomorrow exactly at 6 o'clock we will start, okay, and we will solve the remaining questions, and possibly we'll start logical questions also tomorrow. Okay, we will see that we are solving these questions one by one. My target is all these 5 model papers should be covered, okay, completely, and you should be in a position that even if a new question is given you are able to solve it properly, right? Questions repeat हो रहे हैं तो और भी अच्छा है, it's very good. At least models are repeating, it's good. Okay, so somehow this will help you definitely. Okay, don't miss the classes. All right, I hope you guys are understanding the questions or the answers. Okay, please let me know if you guys have understood today's session. Yeah. If you guys have understood today's session, we can leave for today. Okay, thank you so much.